Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems, and we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your technical and computer issues. If you have computer questions, if you have technical questions, if you have cybersecurity questions, if you have streaming questions, or any problems with any of these things, that's what this show is all about. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. You can also, we are streaming the show live over at Facebook and YouTube. You can head over there. You can type your questions into the comment sections. We also, by the way, do answer questions that have been typed into past videos, or even one of the things we've been doing is rolling out individual segments of the show. So we have a whole bunch of different segments that we have rolled out on cybersecurity, on streaming, streaming sports. We've talked about how to stream NBA games, including the NBA playoffs, which the second game of the finals will be tonight. And you can learn how you can actually watch that for free without a cable TV subscription over there on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. We do have links to both of those on our website, afasterpc.com. So you can head over there. You can watch that. We also have streaming. Last week we went over how to watch movies for free on YouTube. So we have that rolled out to a separate video. We did a 5-part series on how to avoid telephone scams. So, you might think, well, hey, that's never going to happen to me. You know what? Every week we help businesses, we help residential customers, sometimes home office customers that have fallen prey for these scams. And so we did a 5-part series and rolled that out to individual segments, showing you how you can actually do that. Early next week we'll be rolling out our segment from last week on where we answered a YouTube viewer's question on why he can't always access files from shortcuts on his computer. So you can go over and watch all those, and of course if you have a question, you can ask your question in the comment on any one of those videos, and you know what, we'll answer it. Of course you can ask it on the live video. We are monitoring that. I'm monitoring that right now, and I'll be able to actually show you that. We'll be able to actually go over that. You'll be able to we'll be able to answer those questions live on this show. Last week we did, as I mentioned, we did go over how to watch movies for free on YouTube. and you can watch all different types of movies, and it's really phenomenal. You know, if you were to go back maybe 10 years ago, the only movies you would find on YouTube were movies that someone maybe had recorded with their camera or their phone, and then they, you know, you might even see the screen or the TV that they're recording, and they put it up on YouTube, and as soon as YouTube found out that they had it, it would come down. Now the actual producers of the content are actually putting their content out there, and you're actually able to get free movies on YouTube. But I was at a customer's house yesterday, and one of the things she needed me to do was install VLC Player, which is a free DVD player, and she already had it, but it had been telling her that she needed to update, and that's not the whole reason that she had me come out. She also had a problem with her audio wasn't working. We resolved that, and also got the VLC player updated. But what she's using the VLC player for is actually pertinent, especially when we talk about viewing free movies, because she actually tipped me off to another way that you can view free movies totally free. She has a library subscription. And, you know, there's libraries all over the country. So wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, there's libraries out there. And you can get a subscription. And she actually gets DVDs. She gets movies. They have all the classics, she says. And they also have series of television shows, including fairly new series. She had one series, I don't remember the name, but it's a fairly new series, like it might have come out last year. But she has this, she got it from the library, it didn't cost her a dime, and she said that they're, at least in St. Lucie County, they're not even charging late fees anymore. Sometimes they send her a note that, you know, she's overdue and she needs to get that back to the library. She also said that if there's something that she wants to watch that they don't have in their library, that they can actually order it because another library somewhere else will have that. And she said she's gotten books and she's gotten videos, sometimes from other parts of the state. Sometimes even, I think she even got one book from Alaska, was actually shipped to the library down here. She was able to read it. And of course they also have ebooks, they have electronic books. I'm looking at their website. They even have music, electronic music, so you can actually download songs, including the entire Sony library. There's over 15 million songs on over 40,000 labels from over 200 genres, including the entire Sony catalog. So that's something you can check out, and it's another way that you can take part in this. You know, hey, if you're thinking about, hey, I want to cut the cord, I want to get rid of cable TV, but how am I going to entertain myself? What am I going to be able to watch? There are ways to do it, and you can actually do that. By the way, how do you watch the DVDs? Well, you could watch them on a computer with, and a lot of computers don't come with DVD players anymore, but you can actually get a USB DVD if your computer doesn't have a DVD. If you have a desktop computer and you have a space for it, most of the time you will have space for it. But you know, on some of the newer computers, you're not going to have space. But if you have space, we could actually install a DVD player in the computer. If you don't have a DVD player in the computer, again, you could get a USB DVD player. We could get one for you if you don't know where to get one. Also, of course, you could have a DVD player or a Blu-ray player connected to your television. Some people even have gaming systems connected to their television, and using that, you can actually watch DVDs on the television. And most of these will actually have an HDMI connection, and you can go out of the DVD player or Blu-ray player or gaming system into the television, into one of the HDMI ports, and then you just have to change the input on the HDMI port, so that maybe you're plugging it into HDMI 3. Well, you just make sure you change the input on the TV to HDMI 3. Or if you're going into HDMI 2 or 1, you get the picture. In fact, just turn on the DVD player and start toggling through the various inputs, and when you find the right input that DVD player is connected to, or whatever device you connected into it, you know that you have the right one. You can also, if you have a computer and your computer is close enough to the TV and your computer has an HDMI port, you can actually go out from that computer. You can connect that computer to the TV through the HDMI port, or if your computer is a your TV is a smart TV and is connected to the same wireless or the same network that your computer is connected to, depending on how smart it is, you may be able to actually stream from your computer to the television. And if you can't do that, if your TV is not quite smart enough for that, you can actually get a Roku device. Rokus are really easy to use. There's also Google has Chrome Stick, but really I would suggest a Roku device if your TV's doesn't already have Roku, and that will help you be able to connect your computer to your television. When you're connecting wirelessly, it's not foolproof. Sometimes you might get a little bit of interruption there, especially if your wireless isn't so great. But these are additional ways that you can view free content and get free content on your TV or on your computer and save money.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftEnd support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions, ready to help you resolve your computer technical, your streaming questions, your cybersecurity questions. And let me tell you this again, we say this quite often, your questions don't have to be on the same topic that we have been talking about. If you have a different, if your questions are the key to directing us. And so if your questions take us in a different direction, that's perfectly fine. As long as it's related to computers, technology, smartphones, iPhones, iPads, smart watches, all the different smart devices that are in the house and the business these days. If your question is related to cybersecurity, if it's related to streaming, any of this type of thing, if it's related to watching television over digital TV, you can ask that question even if it's not something that we've been talking about or even something that we said we're going to talk about. And by the way, we are going to be talking about some other things. We're going to be answering questions. We're going to be talking about cybersecurity, some of the latest cybersecurity threats, how you can protect yourself. And so we'll be going over that coming up in just a little bit. Now, one of the things, we did have someone on YouTube that did ask a question. One of our viewers asked a question. He says that he has or he or she, I'm not sure who, but has an Epson ET4750 that clogs if he doesn't use it frequently. He says that he can clean it with a head cleaning routine, but now there's a new problem. It will not accept ink refills. He's asking whether it's clogged he's using Epson ink. And he was considering a Canon or HP as a replacement, but reviews say they all clog. And he's asking for suggestions. So here's the thing. With printers do clog. If you don't use them on a regular basis, I would encourage you to go ahead and use your printer you want to print at least one page a month. And I know some of you don't print very often. we have businesses. We actually have one business that with one of their printers, and they're really not even using a commercial printer. I mean, they're kind of, I mean, they did buy a high-end residential printer, but they're using it way more than what it's really designed for. I actually looked at the logs after they had this printer for about 2 years, and they were at about 100,000 pages. So that's on the maybe the more extreme range. And I know a lot of our business clients, you are going to print on a regular basis, definitely more often than once a month. But some of the residential people only print every now and then, and some of you actually only live in Florida part of the year, and you live up north part of the year. By the way, we support customers that are here even when they go up north. In fact, we have some customers that have moved out of state, and we've continued to support them. We even have a customer that recently moved to the Philippines, and we're still providing support. He's a managed services client of ours. We're still providing support for him, and we can help him out with that. But with these printers, it is important to print about once a month. Now, how do you do that? Well, if you're with the printer, you just want to print once a month, print from your computer, and you want it to use some color, and use all the colors really, and black. It doesn't have to be a lot. You could even have the word, maybe you could have the word, a 5-letter word, and have each letter of the word a different color. You could have one letter black, one letter red, one letter green, one or yellow, one letter blue, one letter. I guess that would probably cover it, depending on your printer. Some printers have 4 colors. Some printers have 6 colors. It just depends. You would want to touch all the bases of all the colors that you have. Print at least 1 page a day. Now, if it is something where you're leaving the computer in your house and you're going away to another house and you're going to be gone for several months, you could take the printer with you if that's feasible. If you're not flying, probably is maybe a little bit difficult to take it if you're flying, but if you're driving, you could take it with you. If you're not driving, and you need to leave it here, then a lot of the printers have the ability to be configured so that they have the ability to e-print. And with e-print, the printer itself has an email address. And typically it's a very long, convoluted email address that basically what you're going to get with that, it's going to be very difficult. But once you go in and create an account, you can create something that's easy to remember. Like, let's say your name is John, and you live at 324 Hickory, and or maybe Fort Pierce, Florida 34952, something like that, or Port St. Lucie, Florida 34952. And so you could just have your email address to be John Port St. Lucie. Probably John Port St. Lucie would work. As long as no one else has that email address, and that would be the first part of it. And then it would be at Epson ePrint or HP ePrint or whatever. Every company has a little bit of a different email address, and I don't have them all memorized. I'm probably not exactly right, but sometimes they use something like ePrint. So with that, once it has an email address, you can actually send an email to that email address, and it will print the email, and it will print a common attachment such as a Word document or an Excel document or a PDF document or a JPEG document, which is an image. So a PDF would be like a document that you need to print. A lot of digital documents are in PDF format. You could create a Word document and just send that as an attachment to that email address. That's one way that you could, even if you're away from the printer, you could get it to print. And by the way, Epson has this, HP has this, Canon has this. It is important to get these printing. Now, if your print heads are clogged, here's something to just, there are ways you can do the print head cleaning. It uses a lot of ink. By the way, it uses more ink than you would use if you printed out a full page. Even if you printed out a full color color picture, a full page color picture every month, you would actually use probably less ink than doing the print head cleanings, because you do the print head cleanings, there's like 3 steps that you go through, and then you have to print out the pattern. You see whether whether it's better. You can clean sometimes with alcohol, and you can actually rub alcohol on the print heads, on the bottom of the print heads. You can also sometimes put some where the cartridge goes in, and there's a little place where the ink goes in. You can actually pour a little bit of alcohol in there. By the way, if you're putting alcohol in there, just let it soak. And then, if it gets on any of the electronics, make sure it's not plugged in before you do this. If it gets on any of the electronics, just let it dry. Give it time to thoroughly dry. It will evaporate, and this is not something. If you get alcohol in any of the electronics, you don't want to turn it on right away. You want to leave it off, let it stay off for a little bit, and then and also let that alcohol just kind of work its way into the print heads. Now, when you first put the ink back in, you might not get very good results with that, but hopefully that will actually clean it. Now, one thing you're asking about buying a replacement printer, and you may need to buy a replacement printer if the print heads are so clogged, because really with inkjet printers, it's not cost effective to repair them in most cases. So you could repair it yourself with, again, cleaning the print heads with alcohol, but you're really not going to want to actually go and replace that print head. You're not going to want to spend money to pay someone to do that either, because the printers are so inexpensive today. It's just not cost effective to repair them. So what you can do is you can actually, if you go out and buy a new printer, you can do it. Now, a lot of people are liking the Epson, and they do have some options where you can actually fill the ink now with bottles of ink, and that actually can save you money. By the way, the customer we have that's printed 10,000 pages, they would probably save money. I've shown them they would save money if they go with a laser, but they look at the cost of the laser and the cost of the cartridges, and they say, you know what, we'll just stay with where we are. And that's their decision. It's their money, their decision. They can do what they want. We'll support them. And they actually have 2 of these units now. But anyway, a lot of people are going that way. Again, you still would have to print at least once a month. You also have, in addition to that, you have some other options. And by the way, I have seen some other printer companies that are kind of adopting. Apparently, Epson's gaining some foothold in the market space, and they're actually going out and starting to do that. Some of the other companies are starting to do that as well. The traditional HP cartridges, when you replace the cartridge itself is more expensive than a cartridge in an Epson or a Canon, but it does have its own print head as well. So that may be something that you may want to think about. You may want to go for that, and that's something that you may want to look at. I particularly don't like HP as a company, although they do make good printers. Their ink is more expensive, and for that reason, I would steer clear of them. We actually have a laser printer in our office, and laser printers really are more cost effective per page. But if you're not printing if you're printing so little that your inkjet is actually clogging, that really would not make sense to you, because you wouldn't print enough to recoup the extra cost of the printer itself. So hopefully that can help you out. We did also want to go over, one of the things that we do like to go over is how you can actually watch various events for free, or if streaming packages, if a free option isn't available. And there is an event that is coming up, and that is the College Baseball World Series. and the College Baseball World Series is coming up in a few weeks. And if you're into this and you want to watch it, maybe you have cable TV. Well, if you have cable TV, you'll be able to watch it. It'll be on ESPN. If you have a cable TV substitute streaming package, you'll be able to watch it because most of those have ESPN. As long as you have ESPN, you'll be able to watch this. However, if you don't have cable, or maybe you're just thinking, what would I do if I didn't have cable? How would I watch some of these events? Well, ESPN does have a streaming package. It does cost money. By the way, they have a trial, so you could sign up for the trial. They are owned by Disney now, and so but they have actually they have actually bundles where you can get ESPN Plus. You can also get ESPN Plus and Disney Plus. And they have another bundle where you can get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, and Hulu, the archived Hulu. And then they have a fourth bundle where you get ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Hulu with live TV. So, but if you're just interested in ESPN Plus, you can do that. It is fairly affordable. There's a lot of sporting events that are on there. In fact, Wimbledon is coming up also. If you're a tennis fan, Wimbledon is coming up, and you'll be able to watch at least parts of Wimbledon on ESPN. We'll talk more about that in a few weeks. But they have a lot of content on ESPN Plus, and of course everything that's on ESPN, and it's really not just the primary ESPN. They have a few different ESPN channels, and this is something that you can watch on your television. You can watch it on your smartphone. You can watch it on your tablet. You can also, if you have a smart TV, and if not, just get a Roku device, and you can actually install the ESPN Plus app, and you can watch it there as well. So great ways that you can watch this and save money.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC has been here, and as Florida begins to open for business,
The Faster PC.
will remain open to repair computers 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 Saturdays. We offer curbside drop-off and pickup and on-site service where a Faster PC can come to you. And we can fix many computer problems remotely without requiring any in-person contact. A Faster PC is also working to help our customers set up remote access so that employees can continue to work and be productive from home. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 next to the new Dollar General in Port St. Lucie, and on the web at
www.thefasterpc.com.
that's www.afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. Again, that's 772-878-5978. Even in times like these, when you have computer problems,
You need a Faster PC.
welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to A Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for A Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer questions, ready to help you. And this is, as I just said, the last segment of today's show. So if you want to get your questions answered, now's your chance. So head on over to our pages, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. Look at the live video, type your question into that, or give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did want to turn to cybersecurity, and with cybersecurity, there are some threats that are out there. In fact, there's another zero-day threat that is affecting Google Chrome. So if you're out there, you have Google Chrome, you will want to make sure that you install the update to Google Chrome. So what a zero-day threat is, first of all, is a zero-day threat is a threat that is actively being exploited when it is known. So when it is discovered by someone that is a legitimate security firm or a legitimate company that's actually producing the hardware or software, hackers have already been utilizing that threat. And by the way, browsers have had many of these zero-day events recently in the last year or two. And it's not just Chrome that's had these. Some of these have affected Firefox and Edge as well, and they've had their own as well. So it is vitally important that you're updating your browsers on a regular basis. And typically, a lot of the browsers will update, as you open them up and close them, and it's important to open them and close them on a regular basis to give them the opportunity to do those updates. At a Faster PC for our managed services clients, we actually have scripts that run 6 times a day. We're looking for updates to programs such as Google Chrome and Firefox and Zoom and certain versions of Adobe Reader and other software, and some of which has been exploited, and of course these browsers have been exploited. This, by the way, is another reason why, if you're using a operating system that is no longer supported by Microsoft, what happens is the browser stops supporting it as well. Windows 7 is a case in point. Google Chrome doesn't support Windows 7 anymore. Microsoft Edge doesn't support Windows 7 anymore, which means that if you have Windows 7, you haven't updated to Windows 10, you actually are at risk if you're using Chrome, because there is a 0-day threat out there. Hackers are currently using it, and you have no way of installing it because you can't install the newest version because Google doesn't support Windows 7 anymore. By the way, Firefox, you can still support Firefox in Windows 7, although we still recommend updating Windows 7 to Windows 10 so that you can get the latest updates. We can help you with all of that, and we can also help you with manage. We can get you sign you up, whether you're a business, whether you're a doctor's office, medical office, whether you're a dental office, a professional office, maybe a lawyer's office or an accountant's office. Maybe you have just a home office, or you're just a residential client. We have managed plans for all of these, and we can actually get you in to one of these, and we can actually automate your update. So again, 6 times a day we're looking to update your browsers, the various browsers out there. We also are looking at twice a day we're looking at updating Windows, and by the way, if you have Mac OS, it's important to update Mac as well. And in addition to that, every hour we're looking to update. We have a script that's looking to update the Windows security definitions on your computer, so that if you're using Windows security as your primary or secondary form of virus protection, you can actually get that. Now, there is a big threat that is out there right now with Macintosh computers, and so if you're out there and you're using a Mac, you will want to make sure that you install updates as well. By the way, for our managed clients that are using Mac, we actually do have scripts that run to update those as well. So that's something that you'll want to definitely make sure that you're out there. By the way, if you're using Linux, sometimes we have people that comment on our videos on YouTube, hey, all these people that want to update, I'm using Linux, I don't have to fool with that. Well, hackers go after Linux as well, and there was recently a major threat to Linux that is actually cataloged in as CVE-2024-1086. By the way, that means that 1,086 threats were so severe that this year they've made it onto this list. This list is an official cybersecurity issue list from that's out for the United States. So this has on a score of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most severe. This has a score of 7.8. And this is with Linux. So if you're out there with Linux, you will want to make sure that you're installing updates, and you'll want to make sure that you have the latest Linux kernel installed on your system. And by the way, if you're out there and you have a business or a nonprofit or a church and you have a website, chances are that website is running on a Linux server. Linux is the predominant operating system for web hosting companies and for that websites are hosted on. So it's very important that you communicate with whoever's doing your website to make sure that the servers are being updated, that they're being patched, that this is being addressed so that your site isn't vulnerable as well. So even if you don't use Linux, chances are you're using Linux. And one of the things that's even for those that don't even have a website, you're going to websites that are hosted on Linux servers. So what happens when a server is infected? It starts actually trying to infect. Well, it depends on how it's infected. Sometimes it just hosts or just leads people to a different website. Sometimes we had one of our clients that we weren't managing their website, but someone else was. In fact, they just had someone build it, and they called us one day because when people did searches to their website, they came up to a certain website. Instead of their website, they were going to another website that said it was on their domain, but it actually was trying to sell certain medications that sometimes men take for certain activities that to help them out. If you know what I mean, I'm trying to be a little bit discreet here, but that type of thing, that's one type of threat that can happen when a website is infected. Another that we see quite often is when you actually go to a website and maybe that website has an ad, and that ad is hosted on one of these servers that's infected. And so the actual image that's displayed on your computer is actually infected. So what you actually have happen is you actually have when people actually go to this, they actually click and they just go to the website. The infected image is displayed, and all of a sudden, instead of the website that you think that you're trying to get to or that you're trying to look at, another page pops up, and you hear an actual audible voice sometimes. Sometimes you don't hear it, sometimes you do, but the website's like moving back and forth. We actually rolled that out to a video. We actually showed a video of one of our clients that had that happen to them. By the way, we installed our advanced browser protection on their computer. What the advanced browser protection does is it scans every site you're going to, and it's looking for what it determines to be unsafe sites. And it actually uses artificial intelligence, and by using artificial intelligence is able to detect malicious sites much quicker than other companies that are out there. And so we have basic browser protection. A lot of our customers have our basic browser protection, but we also have advanced browser protection. We installed that on that customer's computer to help protect against that. But you can go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and you can see that video. We rolled that video out where you can actually see what I'm describing, where the computer will say that your computer's infected, or that they detected illegal activity, or that your computer is locked, or that you've been doing something that you shouldn't do. Call this number to correct this issue. And it looks a lot of times like they make it look like it's Microsoft that's giving you the message. They direct you to call the number. The number says it's Microsoft Windows support or Windows support, and you see Microsoft on the page quite often. You see Windows on the page. You see support on the page. It looks legitimate to a lot of people, and we have cleaned up a lot of computers. Every week we're cleaning up computers where people fall for these scams. They actually call the number, they let the scammer into their computer, and again, we have rolled out a separate video where we showed how to deal with that. And definitely, you don't want to call the number that's on there. You don't want to trust. Remember, as we've talked about in our 5-part cybersecurity videos that we rolled out, really zero trust. Not trusting what you see on the screen, not trusting an email, not trusting that caller on the phone. Having a zero trust mindset will really help you out. Call someone that actually you do trust. A lot of our customers call us because they know we understand these threats. They know we can determine whether this is a legitimate message or not, whether they need to do something with this. They know we can get rid of the message off of their screen, and they know that if they call that number and it is a scammer or a hacker and they let them into their computer, that bad things happen after that. Sometimes those bad things means theft. Sometimes it means that you're losing money. Sometimes it means that money's coming out of your bank account, or they have access to your usernames and passwords. So all of this is bad stuff, but instead you can call a Faster PC. Our number is 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. And remember, when you have computer problems, you need a Faster PC.
We're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is An Appeal to Heaven, Its Historical and Modern Day Meaning, Part 1. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a Faster PC?
Before God created civil government, he created family. Before he created even the church, God created family. Families play a vital role in training the next generation. Commit today to nurturing and supporting families, especially your own. Families that are committed to God and each other can play a vital role in transforming our churches, cities, states, and nation.
WPSL, Port St. Lucie.